Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you guys are used to seeing me on the Move set, but today we're doing things different because we want to thrive in 2025. Today we're going to do golf. Do you guys know anything about golf? Well, I don't. I have a PGA expert here with me today, and he has this lovely opportunity for you to golf from anywhere in the world, mobile golf events. Come on up, Brett Gorney.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me on the Move. Oh my gosh, golf and fitness. It works, right?
It does work if you put the two together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have mobile golf events. So that simply means that they don't have to actually go out on the green.
They don't have to go out on the golf course, yeah. We can bring the golf right to them, golf anywhere.
Anywhere?
Yeah.
Oh my God, give me some examples.
Wow, we've been outdoor, we've been on top of the Peachtree Plaza, you know, the Westin downtown. We've been inside Congress Center, in people's backyards, in their garages. So you name it, if we can fit this in, we'll be there.
Yeah. And you've been able to bring that here to our studio, and you set it up, and you're going to show me how to play golf from right here in our studio.
We are. We're going to try.
And you said we can stay fit doing this, right?
We can.
Okay, get me started. Let's you guys ready? If you have golf clubs, right, go and get them, and let's watch what Brett has for us.
Yeah, well, have you ever golfed before?
I have not.
You haven't? Oh, great. I brought a ladies driver just for you.
I get a ladies driver. I get it.
Nice.
What does that look like?
Head
so
cover.
This is the driver. Look at this shoe. I'm gonna wear this.
It's a head cover, not a shoe.
Oh, it's a head cover. Okay.
So.
Oh, this is pretty.
Isn't that nice? So, ladies driver is a little different from a men's driver. See, I get Garfield.
Oh, look, how cute. I love Garfield.
My mom gave me this like
she
15
did?
years ago.
Oh, I see it says two.
It says Born to Birdie.
Okay.
All right.
Nice. So these drivers have head covers.
They do. That protects them, keeps them nice and shiny, right? So the difference really, though, if you look, is the length. So mine's a little bit longer. And then the flexibility, you can see yours flexes more, and then the weight is different. And
so the length is because of men's arms, because I'm pretty tall, I'm like 5'10".
Yeah, you could probably use a longer length, but in general, most are a little bit shorter.
Most y'all about 5'6", I know that.
Yeah.
And that's pretty tall.
So it's designed to be a little bit more lighter weight, easier to swing, and then also on a golf club you have what's called loft, and that's the angle here. Mine's 10.5, yours is 12. Oh. And that's going to help get the ball up in the air, which helps it fly further.
Okay, that's nice. And that little ball on there is showing me something?
That's for our simulator. That allows the simulator to read the club face data. So.
See that?
So what we're going to do is actually, show me what you got. Okay. Usually I like to see what...
I'm hitting this ball or those?
We're going to hit that ball, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, time out. Two hands. Come on, Joanna. So, first thing we want to do is get there's the thing we use in the PGA called posture, grip, and alignment. Those are your three foundational elements to playing better golf or playing good golf. So the first thing is grip. It's your only connection to the golf club, right? Okay. This is the grip. This is the club shaft. This is the club head, right? So when you grip it, one of the mistakes most people make is having a poor grip, and a poor grip will lead to developing bad swing mechanics and ball striking. So if we were to put this to your side, like if you were going to grab a suitcase handle, see how it goes? Okay, so you got a little more in the palm. We want to get a little more, there you go, into the fingers. See how your hand's on top? Okay. And then this thumb's going to come on top, and then the right hand's going to come over, same way, right there, and then we're just going to slide this hand up. See this thumb? Think of it as a little hot dog. You're going to slide it right in the bun.
I like
junior golfers never forget that. Okay. Now this thumb's just going to ride casually right here.
Right, okay.
So what you want to be able to do is imagine there was a bug on the ground, and without moving your arms, how would you smash that bug?
Like that.
Yeah, see how it's nice in the fingers?
Like that.
So you got to have the club in the fingers there. If it's too much down, I'm going to show you, if it's too much down in the palms,
gotcha.
This way you can't.
Like that. You can't, okay.
There's no leverage, right?
I can't kill the bug.
You can't pound that thing, right? So that connection there is your leverage to really have some power and some attachment to the golf club, Yeah, that looks great.
Yes.
And then the other key thing is when you grip it, the club face has to be what we call square. So square means this toe is going to be straight up and down, okay? And then that face is going to be pointing over. If you grip it like this and then put your hands on, then turn your hands, now you have a bad grip, right? So common error there. The easy way
I'm going to stand outside.
Yeah. The easy way is just to stand straight up and down, hold the arms straight out in front of you. Okay. Right? And then let your arms just fall to your chest, then just tilt forward till the club hits the ground. And so we want to feel like we're hinged at the hips, right? Like if you were doing one of your kettlebell swings, you know how you hinge at the hips, right? So golf is all about a body flexed forward and a body extended right?
Okay.
So we want to be flexed forward, little knee bend, and feel like we're more over ourselves versus waiting for a rhinoceros to attack us, right?
Right, right.
So we're going to flex forward a little bit and just let those arms come down to the ground, and our face is going to be down, not up, looking at the camera out here, right?
Okay.
So come up here. I'm going to help you get into that posture.
Can you do it first?
Can I do it first?
Yeah, can you?
Sure.
Like, show us.
So I would take my grip. Here, we'll go from this angle. All right, I'm going to take my grip. I'm going to stand erect, straight up and down, put my arm straight out in front of us, get the club at about a 45-degree angle. Okay, from here, get a little bend of the knees.
Okay.
I'm just going to hinge my hips back, and now I'm in a nice balanced posture. My arm from this perspective here, okay, 45, a little hinge of the hips, come on down, boom. The arms are going to hang straight down. We don't want to reach, we don't want them high up, okay? And we don't want to be sitting back. We want to be more kind of out over the ends of your shoes.
Oh, yeah, like kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. You'd be a little bit taller with your legs, and then probably a little more bent forward there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to do it with the club?
Oh, I wanted you to show us how to do it.
Do you want me to hit one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you want to come over here?
So I don't get hit by anything.
So if I were to come into a shot, okay, I'm going to get my good grip. Okay, I got my grip in the fingers, and then my right hand, same thing. I know I've got my good grip, right? I'm going to set my club face first behind the ball. Going to get my posture, come on down. So if you notice, I'm nice and balanced. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. The golf ball's got to be just off the inside of this front leg here, okay? And then we're going to
Whoa.
smack it, right?
Yeah. So what just happened?
It didn't pick it up, but we'll do it. You want to do another one?
Yeah, I want you to do another one, yeah. I'm going to hit it just like that, I promise. I'm going to try. So when you guys come, do you kind of teach people this part of it?
We do. At our events, so every one of our events comes with a PGA, or we call mobile golf professional. So PGA are special certified golf professionals, and then we also have our guys that can teach golf but just haven't been certified in the PGA of America, right? And so every event we have comes with a golf pro to give free lessons to people at the events. And then at the events, we also run a lot of contests. Like this is Augusta National number 16, where they play the Masters. Not designed for a driver, but we'll go through that again. We'll smack one here.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, it picked it. Oh, it's showing me. It looks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
is that good or bad?
that was straight. That was good. I wouldn't hit a driver on this hole because it's a bit shorter.
Okay.
Do you want me to hit the appropriate club on this hole?
Yes, I do.
Are you?
Because I wanted to see. I am. You want me to hit one of those?
I
like
want to see
just
you
did?
hit one first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh at me, because this could be you up here doing it. He's a pro.
A little bird told me you've been to the driving range before, so I want to see what you got.
Okay, so I heard you say that the ball should be on my left leg, right?
Just on the inside of the
and
left
you said I'm going to take a nice little posture, not too bent like a squat,
right?
A little bit up. I'm going to hold it like I'm wearing a suitcase, right? I'm going to put the hot dog in the bun.
Hot dog in the bun, good hands, yep. So when you get your hands on there, make sure the club looks like this. See how that loft is up? If you get it here, it's going to go low and loft, right?
Gotcha.
So now make sure you got good hands, and then posture-wise, I'd like to see a little bit more butt out, sorry. And then your arms down a little bit more. There.
More like that?
You might have to back up just a smidge. There we go. Good.
Now, when I swing up, do I go here or do I go here?
A little of both of that. We want to turn the shoulders and fold that right arm up a little bit.
Turn the shoulders and fold the right arm like this.
Yep, but then
I want to turn my shoulders
shoulder
too.
turn. Yep.
Are my legs moving too?
You want to try to keep the legs stable on the backswing. They can move a little, but the key is, you always talk about in golf the straight left arm, right? Or
Straight
the straight lead arm.
Yeah.
So when you come back, we're going to keep this arm straight, and it's just a little fold of the right arm.
The little fold.
You'd rather see, rather than collapsing your arms like this, we'd rather see your arms way out here.
I gotcha.
Okay?
Okay, way out here.
But, so the key is the big muscles, right? That shoulder turn starts the motion, and then the arms come up. And imagine keeping this out in this area, right?
Out here, okay.
Yeah, versus collapsed.
Gotcha.
Right.
So I'm here and tight.
Yeah.
So when
And
I
then
come
from
down,
there,
what's bringing the power down? The left or
power is your lead hip is going to start, your club's going to start to fall, and then your lead hip here is going to rotate behind you as you turn and strike the golf ball.
Okay.
Okay. let's do a practice swing first, and then we'll.
Practice swing.
So I'll move the ball.
Okay.
All right.
Practice swing. Wait, out here.
Yep. Good. Try to keep your front foot on the ground on the way back.
Wait.
Good. And then the back foot can come up.
Back, this one?
Yeah, when you swing through. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, out here.
Yeah, let's try it. Ready?
Okay.
All right, let me get set. Don't hit me.
I'm not gonna hit you.
All right, make sure we're in the right
If I
spot.
miss, don't talk trash.
All right, good.
Okay. So I'm gonna start here.
Okay, a little bit off to the right. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Let's try to combo it into one smooth move.
One smooth move, okay.
All right. I want to make sure we're in the right spot. Good. Okay. Say, start with setting the club behind the ball. Narrow your stance just a little bit. Get a little too wide. Okay. We didn't get the pick up, but
I did better.
yeah, you got contact. That's the first step. All right.
And it didn't go into the trees.
Didn't go into the trees.
That was a practice swing.
That was. Close.
I know, I'm gonna be a pro one day, but it's still fun. I feel it in my abs.
You have the proper motion. You know, a lot of people struggle with just being able to swing their body and know where their body is in space, right? Like we talked about before on the side before the show, you know, golf isn't about muscles and strength. It's about core strength and flexibility, and then also just RTBs, rhythm, timing, and balance.
Rhythm, timing, and balance.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Do you want to try it with the regular club? So
Let's try it with the regular club and see. We'll show you what this thing does. So we have the ability to have a lot of different golf courses on the simulators.
Okay. And these are live golf courses?
These are real golf courses. Some of them are made up. There's different softwares. There's different technologies. This is Augusta National, where they play the Masters over in Augusta. Hole number 16, famous hole, par 3. And so we've got this set up just to be able to hit shots into this hole over and over. This would be like what we do at one of our events with a contest. So there's 149 yards. For me, that's just a nice little 8-iron. So let's see what we can do here.
8-iron. Nice. Oh, it picked up. There it is.
Nope, that wasn't very good. You guys are putting me on the spot. So we'll give it a better go here. Here we go. 8-iron.
Nice.
See what happens. Oh, getting better.
And you can tell us how far we are.
It does, yeah.
Thank you so much, Brett, for showing us your simulator.
Yeah.
We're going to get ready to talk. We're going to change, and we're going to go talk to you about faith, family, and how you got started with this ministry and your beautiful wife, Melissa.
Thank you.
We'll learn more about that.
All right.
We'll be right back after this break, you guys. Welcome back. You're with me and Brent Gurney from Mobile Golf Events. And we're going to talk more about him being a man of God, ministry, his marriage, and just who he is. So welcome back, Brett.
Thank you, Joanna.
Thank you for going on break with us and coming back.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much for your patience in showing me how to swing that golf club.
Hey, it takes a lot of patience for everybody.
So during the break, you know, we had a lot of the staff and production. They were asking you whether or not they can get you to show them, because it looked like, you know, I was doing something after you showed me.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't hit it that far like you, and then you think you didn't hit it far, but we think you did great.
Yeah.
So they can't get lessons from you, but what can they do to kind of interact with that whole process? Yeah,
so I mean, yeah, I've sort of moved away from teaching lessons once in a while at the events. We do have, you know, our guys, if Mobile Golf Events comes to an event, we always have a golf coach there. So if anybody wants to have us come out to any of their events, whether it be private parties, corporate events, church events, you name it, there's always going to be a golf pro there that can give swing tips. Otherwise, there's a lot of great golf professionals and golf instructors here around the greater Atlanta area. If you want indoor lessons, because it's cold right now, you got Atlanta Golf and Social in Chamblee, great instructors there, but go to PGA.com, I'm a PGA professional, and you can search all the golf coaches in the area. They're reviewed, which is great service, and you can always get your game on there, so.
Oh, awesome sauce. So the thing about our audience is they're interested in who's on the Move with Joanne Award. Because, you made them interested, so they're interested in you. But they can go to Mobile Golf Events, and you guys probably have a contact section there, and so you can kind of guide them to who could actually help them. Or they can hire the mobile, it's called the
mobile golf experience, the mobile golf simulator.
And then they'll get that little tutelage, and they'll get an exciting experience with the whole. So how long, so if we were to rent one of those, say I rented one for Hallelujah Productions, and we had a Christmas party, and we wanted to do golf, how long do we have that in the golf professional for?
I mean, our standard usually includes about 4 hours, which, the average event is somewhere between 3 to 4 hours. So.
Okay, so about 4 hours?
Yeah, it's a good amount of
And
time.
if we wanted you, like, for an event, like a weekend event or whatever, that would just be 2 4-hour days, or how?
It's just, every event's different.
It's different,
just
okay.
What's your active time? When are people going to be around that area? A lot of times we'll mix it where if it's like a 4-hour event, we'll have 2 hours of, like, coaching time where anybody can come in and get a lesson. And then we'll open it up for contests, and we'll put up some of the fun games on the simulator we talked about. Yeah.
Well, I think you guys should go to mobilegolfevents.net and at least contact Brett so that when you want to do something great for Christmas or going into the new year, I think this is very unique. We had a good time. So Brett, tell us a little bit about you, your background, your history. Who are you?
Yeah, the mystery story. So I grew up, we bounced around. I grew up, kind of bounced around the country, Chicago, Maryland, California. Home is Northeast New York, up above Albany. My parents are still there, still living and kicking. Dad's still playing golf with me once in a while. But I ended up in college at New Mexico State. And I worked, I went there for the professional golf management program, which is run by the PGA of America. So that allowed me to get a marketing degree as well as sort of a specialty in golf management and work my way towards a PGA membership. You talked about yesterday, the PGA professional. And so then I worked a couple golf jobs and ended up in Atlanta teaching golf full time. And just built my career around teaching. And I actually stepped out of golf for a little bit. Just sort of got burnt out from the game. But golf has sort of always been my passion. And it sucked me back in a few years later. I mean, the game has been awesome. I've been blessed to. I've worked in Hong Kong. I worked in Australia. I worked on a cruise ship in the Caribbean. I love the travel aspect of it. I love really the relational aspect of it. And I think all that moving around as a kid wired me to be able to adapt to new places and make friends easily, and so relationships and just being a friend to people has always been a core of who I am. Mm-hmm. It wasn't till later in life that I started exploring my faith, probably around 30. Well, maybe mid-30s, mm-hmm. Just through an invite from a friend to church, and started digging into, who God was, and understanding I knew who he was. We did the little Christmas, Easter thing growing up.
Tell me what you call it. What do you call it?
The Creasters?
I literally never heard of that.
Not to knock the Catholics, but I was Christian Catholic as a baby. All our family was, and we did the Christmas, Easter thing, the occasional funeral.
You call it Creaster. Just in case you guys have, I've never personally heard that combination. Never, until you mentioned it.
Creasters, right?
Yeah, so I'm not to be familiar.
But yeah, that's all sort of I knew, and then moving down here to Atlanta, Bible Belt, it's like Christian Disneyland down here.
Of course.
Right? You get it all.
And I like it too. I love Disney.
So yeah, I was at Buckhead Church, and Andy Stanley's messages. I was sort of a poster child for his church. Unchurched or people that left church because of bad experience, and I just enjoyed the messages. It was like, to me, it was really good free life advice. It just so happened to come out of the Bible, and and then so I was into that for a couple years, and then I kind of got out of it for a few years, and then came to a lower point in life in 2009 and the beginning of 2010. Just had gone through some rough stuff, and instead of kind of resorting to my ways of just kind of running out with the boys and doing what I used to do in worldly ways, I just dove in back at Buckhead Church and found new friends and got involved with their singles ministry and small groups, and I got really plugged in with this men's ministry called Solely Business. They do retreats for men, and but yeah, through all that experience, though, I ended up giving my life to Christ in February of 2010. Got baptized at Buckhead Church dunked in the pool and all that. It was good. It was awesome, and then it just really changed the trajectory of my life in terms of how I viewed everything, really. My relationships, my dating relationships, my friendships, my work, my finances, they were in turmoil. And just getting around, godly, wise men and women, that could speak life and truth into my life. It's really helped just shift things at a later period in life, really, at 37 years old. So, I have tons of friends that grew up in church and the goody two-shoe Christians, and just haven't done anything crazy in their lives. And then you got people that have had wild rides. And I've had a mildly wild ride, but I'm always enamored by the stories of the guys that have had really wild rides. Never been in prison, anything like that. But man, it's been awesome to see, God's work and God's hand on my life before, because it was always luck before Jesus, right? Or coincidence or the universe or whatever you want to call it. And now it's just like, I look at some of the big things that happened. Like I got hit by a car when I was 7 years old, physically hit from behind, right? And smashed open my face. And, look at that and be like, how did I survive that? You hear stories of people getting hit by cars. And, I just look at it as like that was God protecting me back then and protecting my family. Some other crazy things that happened. But that led me sort of, back into golf and really taking this business I had and the other golf work that I was doing at the time to just really infuse, how do I infuse my faith into work every day, and how do I love and serve people well every day, and God's blessed that. It's been awesome to see.
That's absolutely amazing. So you're with golf. Apparently, I've never known anyone to go to college and study golf. So at what age did you connect with golf on that level where you loved it so much that you haven't let it go, but for a couple of times in your life? Like, what age do you remember what caused you to kind of trigger and fall in love with golf?
Well, my dad's a golf freak, right? Okay. He loves it. So he introduced me to the game. And then once I got into high school and started playing a lot, one of my classmates' dad built a golf course in our hometown, and we all worked there. And so that's how I got into working in golf and decided that was the career path I wanted to pursue.
That is absolutely amazing. And I love your story because I think you mentioned that you were raised Catholic, but you weren't really operating in any level of faith. And then you were in your 30s and you took this turn away from the typical, let's go to the bar and just drink away our worries type thing. I really want to know if you can articulate what caused you to turn towards God and not towards what apparently wasn't working before. Well, what made you go to Buckhead Church and kind of dive in there?
Well, I was invited by a friend, and then like I said, I went there for a year and a half. Went through one of their programs called Starting Point, which were sort of newbies, or returners, or people just didn't really have much backbone to their faith. And then, like I said, I got away from it. Honestly, it was the Word of God, really, because at the beginning of 2010, I'd made a sort of New Year's resolution to start reading the Bible every day. And so I was in it every day, and then just hit this low point, and that was where I was like, all right, I have two choices. I can either head out to the bars with the boys, do that thing, or dive in. And I was just, I was in this place where I was this broken place where I wanted to just sit in my apartment, and so I did. I just dove into the Word, dove into the church, and that, God opened those doors. It just, kept putting people in my path and conversations and it was actually a friend from college that had given his life to Christ 10 years earlier, and I knew that, and so I knew to reach out to him. You know, I'd heard, he shared his testimony with me like 5 years earlier, but it didn't resonate, right? I was rocky soil, right? Wasn't ready for it, and so I called him, and that was a pivotal moment where he and I ended up on the phone for a few hours, and he led me in my prayer to accept Jesus as my Savior.
So he sowed a seed, carrying his commission diligently for 10 years.
Yeah.
And you knew who to go to.
Yeah.
So our light shining is extremely important, to the point where we don't even know that people are watching to that level of transformation for them.
Yeah, and that's a great point, though. You never know who's watching and listening and paying attention to, and that was kind of a beautiful thing, because like a lot of people knew me, they knew Brett Gorney in my BC days, right?
I like the BC.
And then they saw this transformation, and I'm pretty open about it, and people would send me messages on Facebook, hey, I saw this happening, I've just seen the changes you made, can we grab a cup of coffee and just share my story with them?
That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for coming on The Move. Our audience, our staff, and the production crew, everybody is so excited about what you do with golf. I call it Golf and God. So thank you so much for sharing your testimony. We have to have you back. And so get ready for another invitation. And you guys, you know, don't ever give up on God. And those of you who are carrying your commission, carry it seriously. And you just might produce a Brett Gurney who gives golf to the world in the name of Jesus Christ. You guys come back next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.